Hey guys, what's up? Today we're talking about Theater of Blood. When I reviewed Theater of Death, I always thought I did review this movie already, but I didn't. But let me just say, man, my opinion of this movie have not changed, not even once. I still love this movie. This movie is awesome. I really do want to get this poster so bad, but it's so expensive to get. If anybody has this poster, give me a shout out. Like, send me a message and maybe we'll work out some deal because I really want to get this poster. Not no 11 by 17. I want to get a big ass movie theater poster. I definitely want to frame this in my collection. Theater of Blood, Vincent Price, one of his best work. And besides that, I've never been disappointed in any of his Price movie. But if I was gonna have a top five, this is definitely one of them on the list. Um, the movie is about this actor who does like Shakespearean plays. He's been badmouthed by critics for years and years, and then storyline wise, he decided to kill himself by jumping off the building pretty much because the critics kind of badmouthed him. Meanwhile, like pretty much 2 years, I think it was 2 years later, and this is just the flashback story I'm telling you. So I'm already fast forwarding this review already for you guys. But the point is, this actor, when he died, when people thought he was dead, he was actually saved by the homeless people in the slums of England. And when he was alive, and I guess it took him 2 years after to plan his attack, plan his motive, because now he wants to get revenge against the critics that badmouthed him, and he kills them like one by one with the help of this right hand person. I don't want to spoil too much. I'll give you a little spoiler moment a little bit later, but and with the help of the homeless people that save him, he plots his way to kill these critics one by one in different deadly ways based on the Shakespearean play. And I like the death scenes in this movie. I like how he plots the kill scenes for each of these critics for their own death. Even one survived, but he went with the play, and it has a meaning to it though. Actually two of them survived, but like I said, one of them that you think supposed to be dead had a the Richard Price character has a way of leaving him alive, for a reason. But like I said, then you got the police detective jumping in, wondering like, oh, who's doing it? The lead critic, who was the lead of the kind of like the lead of the board meeting for critics, figure out it has to be Lionheart because he realized that they never found his body when he died. He knows that his daughter was around the cemetery, so he started talking to the daughter about Lionheart, wondering if he's alive or what. And as the movie progressed, the lead critic came face to face with Lionheart in the fencing scene, which was epic. And he was heavily injured, but the lead critic was still alive for that moment. He was still alive, you know what I'm saying? And meanwhile, the police detective trying to protect the critics that are still alive so far. They haven't been killed by Lionheart yet, but Lionheart managed to kill them one by one as he plots different techniques. My favorite one is when the fat critic died, was eating the shepherd pie, and he was looking for his two dogs. Epic scene, man. One of the epic moments in this fucking movie. Um, you also got your little twist ending of who the right hand man of the Lionheart character played by Vince Price is. I don't want to spoil it, but it's gonna be kind of obvious too because I can't believe I didn't realize it when I first saw this movie again like a year ago. I was like, oh, I never realized that. But yeah, spoiler, 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 spoiler. You know what? I won't spoil it for you because I love this movie so much. I want you to go see this fucking movie, Theater of Blood, okay? But as we get to the final scene with the lead critic, and he'd been captured, by Vincent Price henchmen, and the homeless people are witnessing Vincent Price character like he wants wants this lead critic to give him the award that he deserves, and he said put like the two knives as a booby trap, while the police detective are making their way to the old theater to try and save the lead critic. And again, like I said, I don't want to spoil too much, but let me just say, Theater of Blood is still a fantastic movie, still an awesome movie, and you definitely have to see it without a doubt. Anyway, peace, guys. See you later.